Hey y'all, and welcome back to the studio. I am so excited to share this custom bench that I built. This project was a beast. I was literally wrestling with the 2x4s trying to put this thing together. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll catch you at the end with my lessons learned and the budget breakdown. I linked everything I used below. I mark all my cuts on the 2x4s up front in order to minimize waste. Then I cut all my pieces and organize them by size. I typically write the width on each piece to stay organized. I'm really proud that I finally figured out pocket holes, and the key is making sure the collar is in the right space so it doesn't go all the way through the wood. So now I have almost all my pocket holes drilled. I have everything organized, all my pieces lined up, set up how I'm going to frame it, and these are the pieces that are going to go along the top. Trying to stay organized so I don't get confused, and I think I have a game plan about which ones I'm going to drill together first based on the clamp situation, so we're going to see how this works out. Be sure to think through your drilling order to make sure you have easy access to your pocket holes with each new piece of wood you add. I ended up doing pocket holes all the way around because drilling through knotty wood is not it. Too soon, Jesus, because Lord knows this thing will turn on in a second. Now I'm adding in reinforcement so the wood doesn't bow in the middle. I knew I wasn't going to be able to move this entire console alone, so I moved it little by little and built the rest in place. I have absolutely no idea how I'm ever going to move this out. I am fully aware that this is not a perfect build, but I had so much resilience throughout this project that I just feel really proud. The concept was a win. Everything else, I'm just going to keep on working. I used wood glue and clamps to secure the utility plywood to my 2x4 frame. I used 2 coats of Varathane interior wood stain in Provincial. for this part. I attempted to use epoxy glue on piano hinges. Just don't do it. Be so much better than this. The gold trim idea was nice in theory, but it's not the best on wood edges. Gorilla Glue has helped it stay down so far. For reference, it's only been about 2 months.
Like I said up front, I was wrestling, I was tussling with this project. I think if I were to make this again, I would try to find a more lightweight wood so it wouldn't be so heavy, because the scale of it is so hefty. I honestly am not sure if I constructed it properly. The other thing that I learned after the fact is that pocket holes are one of the weakest joints for woodworking. So if I were to make it again, I would definitely do more extensive research to see what would be the best way to actually construct it. I think sometimes when I'm doing DIYs, because my projects are so ambitious and I'm trying to accomplish so many different projects that are honestly out of my wheelhouse that I'm learning on the fly, I sometimes rush through certain steps where I maybe could take more time and figure things out a little bit more. But at the same time, the way that my perfectionism and my analysis paralysis works, sometimes it's better for me to just go learn that lesson and then keep it moving for the next project. The one thing I highly recommend if you're gonna make this to do totally different than I did is to use a thicker piece of plywood. If you want to be able to raise up the top and use hinges, trying to glue hinges is just, you can't even look up a tutorial for it because people just don't do it because they just don't really work that well. So definitely get a piece of plywood thick enough so that you can screw your hinges onto both sides and not just into the 2x4.
This is my project cost breakdown. The final budget came out to $185.75. Your budget may vary depending on which tools and materials you already have on hand.
Overall, I'm super proud of completing a project of this scale. This is only my second woodworking project. I don't know why I decided to pick two very complex things without any guidance, but I'm learning on the fly and sharing it all with y'all, so hopefully you're at least entertained by all of this. All in all, got another project under my belt. I'm excited to use my new bench, pull up the projector screen, have some movie nights with my new husband. You can see a little sneak peek of our movie poster from our wedding. That's why I've been MIA for a little bit. I was planning our wedding and doing all those fun things, but I'm so excited to keep sharing so many of my DIY projects that I've been dreaming of. I hope this inspired you to make yourself something nice, and I hope to see you in the next episode.